Up that jury and money. Playing game, thinking show nothing funny till my young win for me. Yeah. For the love of the bankroll. Keep it business. Don't nobody care about it. Don't nobody wanna hear about it. You got a problem, huh? Well, it's the same thing for everybody. I ain't gon' lie. I promise that a day go by. I ain't on the grind if I ain't on fire. If it one thing I want, then it can't go by. Tryna put 6 wheels on the railroad. I ain't finna play no game, that what you know. So if you think at the top, tell them move over.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New England Patriots. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline.
Hey, let's get a conversion.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Ready? No ready.
Play action now, Winston. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. All day. All day.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue ready.
A first down carry by Elliott. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins, and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. David Irving getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On third down, Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Ready? Blue ready? Got. Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Easy, easy, easy.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. Evades him at the 20, finding room at the 30. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott, 53 yards. So he rips off a great run and shows you why this year he's top 10 in rushing in the league.
And looks like he's trying to move up fast on the leaderboard, doesn't he? Top 10, looks like he's running to get into the top 5.
Now a play fake here on first down. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A first down throw for Winston. A dump off to Elliott. He's to the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. One man in the backfield, Elliott. He'll get it up the middle. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point forthcoming. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Well, right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Cousins on the keeper. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead he said, forget it. Let's just get a first down and start a new set.
Cousins to throw it this time. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A gain of 39 that time.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or 2 in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Able to shake it under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Kyle Van Noy coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Lucky 50. Listen to me.
Working out of the gun, Cousins trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play action now. Cousins. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
4 down, check, 4 down. Hey, Ringo, 48. Switch. Through.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Cousins on 3rd and 2. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Ready.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Let's go now. Ready? Blue lady.
Let's convert. 2nd down, Winston. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The give is to Elliott. And down inside the 15 he goes. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Carry now for Elliott. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The backup, Rob Kelly, his first carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Winston keeps it himself. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Now Elliott. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to Foxborough after this. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Ready? Blue ladies. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Where's that? Where's that?
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here we go, huh? Hey, Jordan Island over there. Single receiver. Gun!
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
First down, here's Cousins. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed as that's going to move the chains. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On second down, Cousins again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first down throw for Cousins. And incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. New England on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21. Red zone. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So now on 4th down, on comes Steven Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 25. And now out come the Patriots. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. 180. Hey, flipper.
2nd down, Cousins. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Play fake. Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. Cousins now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Cousins again. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Cousins on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time. And
they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. New England on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Cousins. Goes underneath here to White. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Cousins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's White. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Black. Check. Gun.
To throw is Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. New England on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Yellow.
Throwing is Cousins. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. DeMarcus Lawrence with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield.
Ready. Blue ready.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go. Bunch formation. Come on, boys, come on. Where's that?
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get off on the snap. Jump too quickly.
Ready. Blue ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Again,
it's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, here's Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And got deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, with that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
They go to Elliott again. Innovate, it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready? Black, what is that? What is that?
Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Ready? Blue ready. Boys, head up. Boys, head up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ready? Black 22. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Ready? Blue ready. 44 is the mic.
This is Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Ready? Blue ready. Boys, head up. Boys, up.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Allen's got it over the middle. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. David Irving breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
New England on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
4 down.
Cousins to throw it. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now Cousins. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. On play action, Cousins. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. It's Cousins on the sneak. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Kirk Cousins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots get a score closer. Gostkowski the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Elliott. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here's Elliott. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Cowboys, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Met.
Somebody call for the queen.
the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving them. I told him to 100, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, you got to picture me. Ready for war like I'm Russia. Ladies should never look it. My diamonds, they tussling. My neck and my belly, they call it for me and they. You want me like me and I look. Yeah, her Rex on her. Yeah, T-Rex better calm down. Yeah, if you go around, come around. Yeah, whole squad. Yeah, squad goes on the. Yeah, make some orange gel on my toes. Yeah, Farrakhan glass for the chosen. Yeah, you can go and get mad. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too. Dripping my swag,